we have quite a gash in the rear valance, so I've been putting off doing that because I don't need it for the MOT, I don't believe, but given I haven't got any tie rods and I'm waiting on that to come through, and I don't want to do a full MOT, pre-MOT check before I've got that in place, I figure I might as well start on that. Please, if you enjoy the channel at all, comment, subscribe, click notifications. I do reply to all comments, and anything you want to see more or less of, please let me know. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the rear valance here. So the rear bumper needs to come off. There's hardly any petrol in there, so I think we'll be okay with that. We've also got plenty of room, so we shouldn't have a heating issue. So we'll take this off. We'll then cut this section out and weld a new piece in place. So the bumper's off. We're actually going to have to go up a bit higher, so we're going to cut all of this out and replace the whole patch. Okay, because we've got a couple of holes in there which aren't needed. That hopefully tidies it off, although I can see through there. So actually I think, I don't know if those are coming out. I've also got, this is from inside looking out, I've got a couple of holes here. So I think actually, and that is there. Okay, yeah, no, so that's, right, so that's all on the outer panel. So can I cut it all out, or am I gonna, if I do, I'm gonna hit this, aren't I? So this, yeah, it comes all, where does it come to? So if I go all the way up to the lip, I'm going to end up coming onto this bit here. I know this light isn't great, which I don't really want to do. Right, we're going to have a think about this, how we do it, because I don't particularly want to have to take out the clamp for whatever it's called for the boot to lock it. So if I don't want to take that out, which is somewhere around here, I really just need to fill in this hole and this hole and replace this bit. Gonna have to work out how far it goes. Right, have to do a bit of investigation here. Needed to think this through a bit better. This is actually two pieces of metal, one on top of the other. So although I've cut all the way around, I can't get it out because the back one is folded, like that. And so I need to somehow work out how those are connected. I'm absolutely frozen, my hands have gone numb, so I'm going to head in and warm up and then I'll come back out. Okay, so we're inside the boot looking out, and when I was complaining, clearly it's connected to the flange on the boot floor. So when I was cutting out, I was actually cutting into the boot a bit. So I'm going to have to weld that up, and this side here, it looks a bit rusty, so I'm going to have to be careful and clean that out. Then I can see we're going to have spot welds on the inside here, so I'm going to clean off the inside and I'll just drill straight through there, and that way on the other side, not quite sure what will happen to the camera here, if we're going to be upside down on one or the other, but on the other side,
if we drill through those holes, then hopefully this piece will then come off. Once this piece comes off, I'm going to look at the top and whether or not I just take all of that off as well, that bit up here, and then I'll look at how I go about putting bits back in. But I think what it might be is a small patch here, a larger patch covering all of this, and then put another strengthener piece that was there back over the top. I think that might be what it looks like, but we're going to start by getting the remainder of this out by cleaning off the inside and drilling out those welds. These patches get bigger and bigger as you start them. Okay, so we took the plate off the top as well, and we can see we've actually got a hole here. We already knew about this bit. Around here somewhere on the inside, the boot locking mechanism connects up. So if we go and have a so we can see, probably I really ought to come up all the way across and down, and I can put a patch across the whole thing. That would be the most sensible thing to do. Okay, if we come up inside now. Okay, let's see if we can get in here. Okay, so if we come up inside, we've got a bolt here, and it's rusted around it. Okay, so there is some metal there, but it's rusted. Now that's holding up the fuel tank. All right, and then next to that, we've got this, and to be honest, I have no idea what this is. It's just a strip that's across there. My guess would be that is just hiding rust underneath, and so probably that needs to come out. If we look at the other side, I've just given it a bit of a scrape, and we can see the amount of rust we've got along here as well. Okay, so probably what I ought to do is take the fuel tank off. And then I could deal with the floor properly and sort the boot out, the boot floor. And if I'm doing that, then I could also take a look at this bit and even these bits here. So that's probably the sensible thing to do. Now I'm not sure if that is what I will do, because remember my goal here, get it on the road, and then I can keep doing stuff as I go. So I haven't quite decided which way to go, because I think a patch here, I don't think it would fail an MOT because of that issue inside, and so a patch here would keep me going. Flip side is, until I've sorted out the tie rods, and I am still waiting on a couple of responses, you know, I'm sort of stuck for things to do, and so actually this would give me something to do. So we're going to take a bit of a break and have a little think, see if we've had any emails back, and maybe progress tomorrow rather than today. But for now, we're going to hold at least for the next half hour. Okay, so the decision, at least for this bit, has been to take it out all the way to the top here, drill out the spot welds in here, and we're going to put a piece across the whole lot. I've already drilled in some holes for spot welds for here, and I've obviously got those. I think what I'll have to do, so I'll weld those ones from the inside. So I'll put this piece on the outside, and then I'll put some screws through to pull it tight, because I don't have anything better. So that will be my aim, is to pull it tight like that. Quite how I'll do this one I don't know, and then we'll take another look. So anyone who had a little bet that I would come up to the top, you're right. Now inside, truth of the matter is, I really need to, sorry about this. So the truth of the matter is, in here you can see it's holes all the way around that bolt, and I suspect it is around the two further along that are covered. And actually I suspect if I dig in a bit here on the right, I'm also going to find this is awful. But my decision for now, and you know how quickly I change my mind, is I'm just going to deal with this one bit at the back. And once we've done this, I'll see if I've got my tie rods arrived or not, and whether or not I can get on with that, which is what I'd rather get done, and I can come back to this. So that's current plan. Okay, so here we have the patch ready to be welded in. It's a good fit all the way around, and I've got these new clamps which I've been wanting to try, which I think will help me with my welding, because it should help me get these level and flat and have roughly the right distance the whole way around. One drawback with them is trying to get them in behind where you haven't got much room, so they're like this, and this little bar here you have to get in on the other side of the panel, so getting up here is actually quite difficult, getting behind, and as we can see I've not managed to do it on this side. But I'm going to take that off again. I'm going to zinc primer, and once that's dried I will get it on. So there it is, and actually I was quite pleased with that, apart from this bit here where I managed to grind a hole as I was grinding down the weld, which isn't great. But other than that, not bad. I'll do my usual thing. I might fix that. I can't quite decide if I'm going to put just filler in or fix it, and I'm just about to do the inside now, and flatten all of that out. Okay, so we're just finishing this off now with some filler to smooth it out. I started with my fiberglass filler as normal, just in case I had any holes in there, any pinholes, and then this to finish it off. So that all looks good, or will do, I hope. We will then we'll clean it all off, and then we'll paint all the way along. First of all with a high build primer, and then we'll just do satin black. We're not going to do the actual jet black of the car because it's just too cold to actually paint properly, so we'll do something to get us through the winter, with the plan of repainting it properly in the summer. Right, I've had to apply a little bit more. It's pretty smooth now, so I'm going to sand the last time. I mean, this bit isn't smooth, but there were a couple of bits I still needed to get out, so that's going to get one more sand up to about 400 grit, and then I'll prime the whole back here and paint it all in satin black, because I'm not going to break out the spray. Oh, actually maybe I will. I don't know, haven't decided yet. Maybe I will break it out. So that's that. Now, can I have some advice or thoughts from people? So when I'm doing my welding here, I end up with pinholes and I can't get through them. Sorry, I don't seem to be able to avoid them, so I don't know if I've got my MIG set to disperse the wire too quickly or too slowly, or not enough heat, or what the problem is. But you saw the hole that I ended up when I was grinding it back down. You know, in order to get it flat, I actually ended up going through. But in other places I did still have pinholes. I had to go back and weld again, and my problem is I fear that I'm always going back. Now I don't know if that's standard or I'm doing something wrong, but I've seen other people's welding and it looks better. Mine doesn't seem to be improving, and so I need to know what I'm doing wrong. So if anyone could drop any comments or advice, I'd really appreciate it. On, you know, if you look at what I've done and can advise where I'm going wrong, that'd be great. Thank you.
So we've got a coat of primer on there. So that's high build primer from a can. We are going to go with the satin black from the can, which I know won't be great, but I think it'll get me through the winter, because it's really too cold to be painting right now. So that's the plan. Well, it's dark out, my fingers are numb. I think I'm even a little bit tipsy because I had a bit of wine with dinner. But that's all in place now. So that's good. I'm still struggling with tie rods, and if anyone's got any ideas or advice for me, happy to hear it. I have managed to find something that looks like it might be about the right size, which I've just ordered. What gets to me is it's for an Opel Mokka, or a Chrysler something, I don't know, but anyway, it's a 14mm thread with a 1.5 pitch. It's 89mm in length, so that all matches up to what I took off and what measured as right. So I've ordered that from Germany today. I guess that's a few days to arrive. We'll try that. If that doesn't work, I think what we're going to do is just buy a whole new steering rack, because I've already tried at least 2, maybe 3 tie rod ends and track rod ends, and can't get anything that fits. So that's what I'm going to try. Next episode, I'm already halfway through, might be coming out within 24 hours even, and that will be on just tidying up a little bit the sway bar, the anti-roll bar at the front. Hope you're enjoying. Please subscribe and comment, more important. Let me know what's going on with your cars, because actually it's the cars I love. Alright, bye.